Over the years at Wagners, we have developed a very strong safety, environment and quality system. Our environmental policies ensure we create no harm to the environment.
Obviously the environment is very important for all of us. We want to make sure that the places that we work are left in a better condition than when we started.
Dust is an issue, and particularly we're right beside the Brisbane River, so between our neighbours and making sure that we don't do anything to contaminate the river, that's one of our sort of key priorities. We're forever looking at different ways that we can improve our dust collection technology, and certainly we go to a lot of trouble to try and maintain that in its best shape and monitor the outputs from the mill to make sure we're meeting the requirements of our permits and we're doing the right thing.
CFT, composite fibre technologies, a lot of chemicals there, so we have to be mindful of our chemical storage, also the way we handle chemicals and the risk involved if we do actually get a chemical spill or an incident in that situation. So we do have to be able to contain a hazardous situation as far as containing it on site, so it can't actually get into the environment or leave site.
If we do have a spill, we have the spill kits available and it's sorted and cleaned up straight away before it even goes near a drain.
Biggest probably environmental issue at the moment is how we handle stormwater, and we're in the process of making sure everything is up to standard. We're planting grass to make sure we don't have any washouts on site. And then we're in the process of designing some creek inlet structures to make sure we discharge of the stormwater appropriately into the creek which runs adjacent to the site.
In the quarries, because we're doing a lot of mass disturbance of the ground, obviously things such as erosion controls have to be taken into consideration, dust especially with the quarrying operation. Obviously dust is a main concern, so we have to minimise the amount of dust that's actually produced and the amount of dust leaving the site.
You don't want to be polluting the environment around you for 2 years because something hasn't been reported and or not acted upon appropriately.
Yeah, transport projects are very diverse, certainly in our western dry areas. We just be mindful about dust as well, certainly travelling on some of the gravel roadways.
The impacts that we're making on the environment are possibly going to last longer than any of us will live.
The big picture, why are we trying to save CO2 emissions? CO2 emissions is directly related to global warming, and that is an issue on a whole range of environmental fronts.
Well, to save 6,600 tonnes of carbon is a major reduction, and we have a very strong ethos at Wagners that whenever we go into a community, we like to leave it in a much better place than how we found it. And that's a worldwide philosophy that we have, and we've got a very strong track record in making sure that that actually happens.